the new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. Yeah. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host.
Hey, Grand Rising to you beautiful people, man. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street New Black Wall Street, the Money and Power Show. Give me just a second, man. I'm just trying to get this thing set up over here on Instagram. I figured today would be a good day to come on over here and do what we do. The Money and Power Show is all about talking about these things that we should be talking about in our economy, which is money, the economy, and then also power, which is politics. And so today we're going to do just that, the Money and Power Show. That's what I'm talking about. 1 second, guys. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now, I know people are waking up a little late today. I'm not quite sure why. It's Wednesday. It's a wonderful Wednesday. It's a wise Wednesday. It's a great day to get paid, I'll tell you that. But I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Black Bazaar, an international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. The book that I wrote, guys, is a study of Black wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if, by the way. But if you do, I recommend that you study wealthy people. Well, you can find that book by simply going to the website, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. We got a couple of copies coming in. And so if you go ahead and order today, you should be able to get that thing pretty soon. You can find that link in the description above or below. Order your copy today. Order your copy today. Pick up your book that's going to start your study to learn about brothers and sisters who look like you, who are still alive today. Find out how they have done what they've done. So that you can mimic their way. That's right, you can mimic your way. Today's episode is being brought to you by ERGJ Black Bazaar, the Afrocentric marketplace, which specializes in Afrocentric home decor, personal care products, and also Black art-inspired gifts. Here at ERGJ Black Bazaar, we have made some updates to make sure that we provide you with your COVID-19 fashion, also with your protection here. And so we do have your mask available, the 2-pack of the KN95. We do have N99 masks available as well. As filters are on their way. And then also you have your covers that you can use to get you some extension as well. And I tell you, don't sleep on your boosters. Don't sleep on your boosters. These are things that you can put inside your mask. That's essential oil to help you to breathe, to help you to calm down, to help you to get some energy. And so don't sleep on your boosters that you can add to get you some natural health benefits while you're walking around with a mask all day anyway. All right, I want you to look good, but I also want you to feel good. And that's some of the things we offer and bring to you here at ERGJ Black Bazaar. We want you guys to remember this, man, that once you shop Black, you never go back. Check us out by simply going to the website, www.theblackbazaar.com, www.theblackbazaar.com. We appreciate your business and remembering to buy Black. That's right, remembering to buy Black. We got what you want. We got what you need. Let's find out who's here today, who's waking up early this morning, because it seems like some people are sleeping in on Hump Day. Hump Day. But not only is it Hump Day, guys, it is actually Black Woman Wednesday as well. And I think my guests might have slept in because I had a Black woman here and I was ready. And I don't know what happened. But at any rate, we're going to still celebrate the Black woman here today on the Money and Power Show. No problems at all. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. There's that Black woman. That Black woman right there. Good morning to you, Queen Kai. How are you? Thanks so much. Oh, another Black woman. Oh, Lord. Grand rising to you, Queen Phyllis. Oh, thanks so much. Oh, Lord. Another Black woman. Oh, my goodness. Queen Adrian, good morning to you here today on the Money and Power Show. Now, go ahead and let us know where you're connecting from, what city, what state, what country, quite possibly. We're broadcasting across the World Wide Web right here from our virtual studio in Decatur, Georgia. We just like to know just how far our reach is this morning. Man, who are we connecting with across the World Wide Web as we're broadcasting across Facebook, Instagram, and also YouTube? Just let us know, where are you connected from? Our studios is in Decatur, where's greater. That's right, Decatur, where's greater. Go ahead and hit that like button and share button if you care. Now, we are going to begin our time together with, that's right, y'all know what time it is. It's Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we have our savings challenge. That's right. We have our savings challenge. So come on down to the save train. It's the Save Train. And I'm your conductor, Mr. Save-A-Lot. And we are back here with the 52-week savings challenge. And it basically just says that each week, according to the week, we're going to put that amount of money into our savings container. So we're going to find our nice little jar, which is called the Straight Outta Money jar, the Straight Outta Money glass jar. And this just simply means, man, if at any point in time I find that this is empty, it must mean I'm straight out of money. And we want to keep that from happening. And the way that we do that is we fill it up. That's right. We fill it up with our savings for the week. And so today is week 19. And so we're going to take and fill it with $19. Oh, keep me honest. That's right. That's 10. That's, let me do that. Yeah, that's right. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's right. That's right. $19 is going into my savings container. And the principle here, guys, is that if I save, right, if I save some money today, then later, just maybe, my money can save me. If I save some money today, then just maybe, later, my money can save me. That's right, man. And so we got to make sure that we do our money quota today because y'all, we gonna get this thing here today, man. That's right. So my week 19 is now complete. That means that with all of my weeks up through 19, I should have $190 in my container through 2020. All right, so that's where we are. So if you ain't started, you want to catch up, or you want to start with week 1 or whatever you want to do, but we're going to get to 52 weeks, and we're going to keep doing that thing. Now, here is our money quote of the day. Comes from a Norman Vincent Peale, who says this, and I quote, "Empty pockets never held anyone back." Empty pockets never held anyone back. Empty pockets never held anyone back. Everybody put it down so I won't be held back. Empty pockets won't hold you back. You might let it hold you back. He says, man, only empty heads and empty hearts can do that. Empty pockets never held anyone back. Only empty heads and empty hearts can do that. Here's my question to you today here on the Money and Power Show. What's stopping you? As you think about your dreams, as you think about your aspirations, as you think about things that you've been saying you want to do, and you've been saying, oh, it must be because I ain't got the money. What's the real reason? What really is stopping you? What really is holding you back from accomplishing your goals, from building your dreams, from fulfilling your aspirations. That's what you said you want. I didn't say you wanted. You said you wanted it. Empty pockets have never held anyone back. Is it that you just don't know what to do? Or is it you just don't have the heart to do it? Which one is it? See, what I want you to understand is that transformation begins with this thing called honesty. And until you and I can be honest with ourselves about the things that really are keeping us back from greatness, because we got greatness in us, then we'll never get to greatness. What is holding you back? Be honest with yourself. See, once you get to a place of honesty, then you can actually get to a place of destiny. Once you get to a place of honesty, stop blaming everybody else and start looking at the man or woman in the mirror and then check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, man. Man, hey, my brother man said, man, I have a friend who is a truck driver and down on his luck right now. I was telling him about you yesterday. Absolutely. Thanks so much, brother. And we need each other. We here for each other. Good morning to you, King Thomas in the house from Louisville, Kentucky. That's right. Louisville, Kentucky. That's right. Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee. Home of Muhammad Ali. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Sadly, what's going on with you, man? Good morning to you. I believe I saw something come through for you, brother, but I don't think that I saw that you joined the club or joined our group. So make sure you inbox me after the show so we make sure we get you in the group. because I believe that you signed up for the Black Billionaires Club. I believe that's you. Anyway, good morning to you, Benisa. That's what I'm talking about, sister. I won't be held back. Now, here's the deal, guys. We'll be honest and say the only thing that's really been holding me back from my dreams, my goals, my aspirations, my desires, the things that I want to accomplish, the things that I want to create, the things that I want for my life, the only thing that's really been holding us back is us. Now, of course, it feels good to be able to say something else is keeping you back, because then you can take the responsibility off of yourself to actually make it happen. Everybody put God's gonna make it happen. But if we're really honest, we can silly say, well, it ain't really somebody else. It's actually me. And that's one of the most difficult things for people to accept, that we are our own worst enemy. We are our own worst enemy. Empty pockets never held anyone back. That's an excuse. Only empty heads and empty hearts can do that. Week 19 of the 52-week savings challenge is now complete. I'm your conductor, Mr. Save-A-Lot. All aboard. That's right, man. That's what we do here on Wednesday. We got to make sure we put some money away for a rainy day and put some money away for an opportunity. Now we got the money out the way. Now that's the money part of the Money and Power Show. Now we're going to get to the power part of the Money and Power Show, which is politics. And I want to shout out to our brother, Dr. Claude Anderson, who's written this wonderful book called A Black History Reader, which is 101 questions that you never thought to ask. And so here today, we're going to read question number 7 from Dr. Claude Anderson, one of the great minds of our time. And his question is this. Where are the Black leaders? Now, I don't even know if we need to read this to really ask. Well, it's pretty long too. But at any rate, where are the Black leaders? Great question from Mr. Claude Anderson. We're going to find out what he has to say about this, man. You did sign up. Okay, thank you so much, Settler. I thought that was you. Good morning to you, Queen Lovey. Make it happen. That's right, me and Kathy. What's going on? Make it happen. Queen Lovey, man, make it happen. Where are the Black leaders? Let's find out what brother Dr. Claude Anderson has to say to us about this particular topic. Money and Power Show. Power. Let's read. The term Black leader is an oxymoron. Based upon the definition of leader, one has little choice but to conclude that Blacks do not have leaders. A leader is a guiding or directing head of a group, one who leads toward a new direction after critical analysis of the social, economic, and political condition of the group. The leader would then develop a plan with strategies to take them to a better place. Moses in the Bible was such a leader. Clearly, the civil rights movement of the 1960s began with the intent to lead Blacks in a new direction. But the movement had no national plan, no destination or group-centered measurable goals. The main issues were desegregation, voting rights, and discrimination, and did not target equal distribution of resources. A measurable goal that had the potential to change the social construct of a race for the group. Because goals did not challenge the foundation problem of Blacks and the movement became dependent upon government and corporate support, it was easily controlled, marginalized, and consumed into the policies of benign neglect and political correctness. Once engulfed, Black leaders were easily controlled and marginalized. On Black matters, they became invisible. Black leadership today has become symbolic and ceremonious. Old civil rights personalities, entertainers, and public officials have no objective basis or purposeful destination to lead Blacks to or away from the conditions in which Blacks are already mired. In most instances, those Blacks who want to be leaders have not studied or examined the economic and political condition of the Black dilemma, nor have they crafted a corrective plan to improve the quality of life for the group. Their words lack academic discipline, and the solutions they propose are most often without direction or purpose. In other words, most visible Blacks do not equate to Black leaders. They are double agents who intentionally represent everyone, all races, ethnicities, cultures, religions, genders, and classes, they skillfully identify Black issues, but propose minority solutions to address them. They do not even purport to represent Black interests. However, whites, the media, and those seeking to influence Blacks accept their symbolic leadership. Most visible Blacks are wedded to playing party politics, towing the line as politically correct individuals and identifying with mainstream issues. They demonstrate more self-interest than group interest and deliver no tangible nor measurable benefits specifically to their own race. Whether they pretend to be colorblind or simply do not recognize the suffering of their own people, they seem to relish engagement in symbolic activities that are meaningless. Symbolic leaders ignore the exceptionalism of Blacks and proclaim inaccurately that all groups have contributed equally to the development of this nation. When they accept the myth that Blacks were not treated any differently than any other ethnic or population group, it became easy to neutralize or obscure Blacks and their historical exceptionality. As the loose purpose of the civil rights movement expanded and became more diffused, Black leaders and would-be leaders found more comfort and safety in advocating for realization of the dream of a colorblind society than fighting for a more self-sufficient and competitive Black America. They are now so colorblind they cannot even see their own Black color. As a result, Black America is increasingly views symbolic leadership as irrelevant and harmful to Black struggle for survival. The years between 1870 and 2017 have been a transition period for Black leadership. It has gone from practically no leadership during slavery to symbolic leadership in what is incorrectly labeled by some a post-racist society. In the early 1800s, Black ministers provided monitored leadership for free and non-free Blacks. These leaders were appointed by the white power structure, which also instructed the ministers in what they could and could not say. After the Civil War, a few elected officials, community activists, and businessmen joined ministers in their leadership ranks and began shaping a Black overclass. In the 1960s, Black leaders were community activists, ministers, and civil rights organizers who collectively pushed Congress to enact new voting right laws. Those laws resulted in a large number of Black elected officials who became a new overclass and began to shift to symbolic leadership from the previous Black-focused community activists, ministers, and civil rights organizations. What happened to Black leaders in a socio-political context is so critically important that it demands further elaboration, even at the risk of being repetitious. Oh, Lord, what's that word? Repetitious. Wow. Oh, Lord, I'm going to learn today. Pineapples. Being repetitious. I can't even say it. In the 1970s, government made aggressive efforts to shift focus from Blacks to fabricated classes. Civil rights activists acquiesced. A new social movements filled the vacuum, sparked by simultaneous social impact of a massive inflow of immigrants from developing nations and the growing momentum of the women's liberation movement. The public policy of political correctness also took hold, cemented the refocus of official attention from Blacks to women and newly created minority groups. President Richard Nixon's public policy of benign neglect was successful and caused the public and private sectors to lessen their interest in Blacks and to shift to women, minorities, and immigrant groups. Black leaders in their respective organizations were successfully persuaded to abandon their own people and to take up the cause of broad and ambiguous groupings under the facades of diversity, multicultural, minorities, and people of color. Never before has any religious, gender, ethnic, or language group been required to shift their attention away from their own people. Once Black leadership was marginalized and incorporated into the system of political correctness, there was little they could do to address the needs of Black Americans. Apparently, they did not suspect that once inside, they would become irrelevant. Since they were politically separated from their own people, they had no means to pressure the power structure. No other group, Europeans, European whites, Jews, Asians, Arabs, or American Indians, were expected to divorce itself intentionally from its culture and primary group. In politics, the detachment of black elected officials gives them the latitude to promise nothing and deliver nothing to the black electorate, which continually votes for them as a bloc. Electing blacks to public office, therefore, has made no measurable difference in the quality of life for black Americans or the status quo and racial disparities. The black electorate receives no direct relationship, no tangible or measurable benefits from electing a black person to a public office. In the 30-year time period between 1960 and 1990, the number of black elected officials increased from 103 to over 9,000, which constitutes a 9,000% increase in the total number of black elected officials across America. Yet, when comparing the social discomfort indicators in 1960 with the indicators in 1990, after a 9,000% increase in the number of black elected officials, the conditions of black Americans did not improve, but worsened. Those parallels are apparent today in 2017, which suggests that in no direct connection between blacks electing a political candidate into public office and receiving tangible benefits for their vote, such as increased employment, business ownership, improved housing, functional schools, safe streets, medical services, wealth, income, social acceptance, or political power. These observations seem to hold true even when assessing the legacy of President Barack Obama. Known as the nation's first African-American president, at the end of his presidency, black people were in the same state they were in before he was elected to the highest office in the land. In summary, the white overclass response to the civil rights movement was typically slow and most often symbolic. They rejected nearly everything that required a substantive change in the racial status quo. The old line civil rights organizations have failed to address the historical legacies and dilemmas of Black America. Most blacks recognized by the general public as leaders are simply tools that the white overclass uses to keep black masses placated and black neighborhoods under control, non-competitive and powerless. Symbolic black leadership has become largely irrelevant in the struggle for black survival and socioeconomic competitiveness. They will continue to routinely appear in print and electronic media to support or discuss non-black issues. They will boast about racial progress and minority political alliances to justify their appeal to white society for financial support. Sadly, at the same time, the black masses will sink further into a permanent underclass status. Woo! That's pretty heavy. I mean, that is pretty heavy. That's Dr. Claude Anderson speaking as he speaks. And I know you guys have typed quite a few things. Let me see what you guys are typing here this morning. I mean, that is pretty dang on heavy. Where are the black leaders? Where are they? Anybody seen any black leaders out here anywhere? All right, man. Good morning to you. Queen Vivian is in the house, man. Make it happen. Good morning to you, Queen Tisha. That is our political piece here today on the Money and Power Show. That's our political piece. Good morning to you, Queen Talia is in the house. Queen Jennifer as well here on the Money and Power Show. And again, guys, what we do is we talk about things that we've been taught not to talk about, right? We've been taught not to talk about politics. Guess what? We're going to talk about it. We've been taught not to talk about economics and money. Guess what? We're going to talk about it. Okay? That's what we go do here in the Money and Power Show. Hey, you come to learn. If you learn something in the comments below from what Dr. Claude Anderson just said, one of our great minds, you know what to do. You put in the comments below pineapples. That's right. That's right. You put in the comments below pineapples. Now, here today on the Money and Power Show, we got a very special day because it is Black Woman Wednesday. And I don't have my special guest here who I invited. I don't know what happened. I mean, I guess it's kind of anyway, we're going to celebrate the Black woman here today. So I see a whole bunch of Black women. I mean, my goodness. Lord, Jesus, they all showed up today. I said, it's Black Woman Wednesday. Woohoo! So here today on Black Woman Wednesday, we want to show our love and appreciation for the Black woman. I mean, just how much you mean to our community. How well you serve. How well you do. How well you keep it together. Because if it wasn't for y'all, all the shit would hit the fan. So to here today on the Black Money, on the Black Woman Wednesday, I just want to let you know I love you. I mean, Kai, if you still here, Queen, I love you, honey. I mean, Queen Phyllis, I absolutely love you. I mean, Queen Adrienne, I love you, I love you, I love you. All right, man, let me keep going. That's Queen Benisa. Oh, you know I love me some Benisa. That's right, man. Queen, love you. Oh, I appreciate you and love you so much. Love you. Continue to show up and show out. Queen Kathy, you back doing your thing. Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. Queen Vivian. Oh, you know. You already know. You already know. Y'all say anything about Queen Vivian. I've been thinking about this. Y'all, anybody got anything to say about Queen Vivian, you come see me. That's what's going to happen. You got to come see me if you got anything to say about this queen right here. Because that's my heart right there. Okay? Queen Tisha, man, you doing your thing out there, building your dream. I appreciate all, man. I just see you just building and building, showing up each and every day, putting in the work, burning the midnight oil. You say, man, this is my dream, and ain't nothing hold me back but me. And that's why I'm gonna get out of my own way and make this thing happen. Queen Jennifer, you up there doing your thing. You and your daughter, y'all out there building that thing out. You a sales beast. I mean, all you gotta do is smile and people want to spend money. They be like, you better keep smiling, girl. I mean, you better keep smiling. Talia, oh my goodness, Queen Talia. I mean, well, I don't know where you been. Oh Lord, you just came out like a beast. This minister, this prophet, this woman right here got a whole bunch of anointing on her. I mean, she just show up and people just want to just drop their dollars like, woo, Lord, please. I mean, she one of them type of queen. Oh Lord, we love you. We love you. Here today on the Money Power. Hey, Queen Alicia. I mean, you have shown up and you continue to help. I mean, let me tell you something. Queen Alicia, I mean, I know you've been doing your thing with the baskets and stuff, but you show up to help. I mean, that is a big word for me as a brother. Like, so somebody's just coming to help. I mean, because we can't do it by ourselves. And I just love when the Black woman show up to help. Oh, Lord. Queen Jacqueline, that's my godmother. We did our thing yesterday. She interviewed me. She know ain't nothing but love. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love. So here today on Black Woman Wednesday, I'll just let you know I appreciate you. All y'all. I love you. I love you. I love you. Y'all know I got to put my big arms around that neck right now. Give y'all one of them big, super tight, that's right, cyber hug. Yeah. Whew, I feel better. I feel good. You knew that I would now. Yes. Black women. Lord Jesus. Whew. So in the comments below, I want you to share the reason, especially the brothers, as you think about your significant other, as you think about your mother, your aunt, right? And then for everybody else, all the sisters, y'all know how to do this very well. Comments below, I'd like for you to share why you love, appreciate, and adore the Black woman. Go ahead and put that in the comments below. I'll read out your comments. Why you love, appreciate, and adore the Black woman. We're going to show some love today. That's what we're going to do here on the Money and Power Show. Ryan Scott is in the house, man. That's what I'm talking about. Al Sharpton and dancing in Harlem. Absolutely. Absolutely. Woo, Lord. Woo. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, I probably talked about the Black woman all day long. Let's see what you guys got to say about that. All right. So while you guys are typing, man, we're going to prepare. Because as you guys know, we did the power part. Now we got to do the money part. We did our savings challenge. We had our quote of the day. Empty pockets never held anybody back. Only an empty heart and an empty head. Right? Which one of those two is keeping you from processing and moving forward as it relates to your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations? Right? Which one of those is keeping you from moving forward as it relates to your dreams, your goals, and aspirations? We heard from Dr. Claude Anderson today. Find out what he had to say about where are the Black leaders. And now we get a chance to get into my favorite book. That's right, the book that I said we're going to keep going through until we finish, because that's what we're going to be focusing on here today. There are a couple of things that's going on in the market. We're going to do that tonight for the Black Billionaires Club. The Welcome to Wall Street tonight is going to be taking place, our investment night. But the richest man in Babylon. The richest man in Babylon. And we'll catch up where we left off at. We'll catch up where we left. I'm going to catch up on these comments, see what you guys say. All right, see, look at this. This Sunday, May 10th, is Mother's Day. Absolutely. We love you too. Absolutely. Thanks so much. We are all strong and will do anything to protect, build, and help our own. She is resilient and dedicated, the Black woman. The Black woman is super strong and endures. All right. I love you too, Ever. Thank you for being a great Black man and being present. Absolutely. The richest man in Babylon. Now, we left off here as we're learning, right, from this great little small financial book of Arkad, and as he went through his journey from being a man that just simply worked hard and didn't have much to becoming the richest man in Babylon. And so he's sharing with us his journey as he has come across a money lender who is now his money mentor. And he's in class and he's learning. And we'll catch up with where he was at as we catch up on these comments, man. I love the Black woman because they are strong, intelligent, and the backbone of our community. Black women, I love Black women because she doesn't easily crack under life's pressures. Look at this, man. Just, oh, wow, this. I love the Black women because I was born from an empress. She is my sole connection to my being. Absolutely. Black Woman Wednesday here today. And so here's where we left off at. We'll keep moving forward here. And we're just on page 18, by the way. So much stuff here in The Richest Man of Babylon. And the moneylender saying to Arkad, said, hey, you work for everybody else and you don't pay yourself. He said, but half truth, every gold piece you save is a slave to work for you. Every copper it earns is its child that it can also earn for you. If you would become wealthy, then what you save must earn. If you will become wealthy, what you save must earn. Everybody put in console, what I save must, and must needs to be in capital letters. What I save must earn. Now, first that means that I must save. Right? That's why we had the 52-week savings challenge. That's it. I gotta begin the habit of saving. I gotta begin the habit of spending less than I earn so I can save. But then when I save, right, it's not just that I'm saving for something to happen bad. Like we're saving for a rainy day. That's typically a connotation that something bad is going to happen. Something might happen. But what we save must earn. It must earn. It can't just sit there doing nothing. It must earn if you are to become wealthy. Now, the if part is great as well, because if this tells us that becoming wealthy is a choice. If means I have a choice. If means free will. If means I have to choose this route. If I want to get to this route, I have to choose this route. And then if I choose this route, then here is what is the prerequisite. Here's what must happen. If that's a choice, you will become wealthy, then what you save, if you adopt the habit of saving, you must then learn how to make it earn. Everybody put in console, learn how to make it earn. That's why we have Welcome to Wall Street tonight, where we're going to learn how to make it earn for those that's in the Black Billionaires Club. Right? So I love and appreciate and adore the Black woman because we continue to rise regardless of the challenges we face. Absolute grand rising to your king. Loki is in the house. Man, what I save must earn. Right? The Black woman is a glue that holds the family, community, and institutions together. Absolutely. Right? What I save must earn. What I save must earn. What I save must earn money. What I save must earn. 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 Well, if I get to a place where it must earn, then that must mean I have to learn how to make it earn. Let's see what Arkad learned as we keep going in The Richest Man of Babylon. That all may help to give you the abundance you crave. Now you think I cheat you of your long night's work. He continued, but I'm paying you 1,000 times over if you have the intelligence to grasp the truth I offer you. Upon all you earn is yours to keep. It should be not less than a tenth, no matter how little you earn. It can be as much more as you can afford. Pay yourself first. Do not buy the clothes from the clothes maker and the sandal maker more than you can pay out the rest and still have enough food and charity and penance for the gods. Now, here's what we find in society. We find that we don't pay ourselves at all. We find we pay everybody else. Matter of fact, we find that we borrow to pay everybody else too. That's going into debt. So we overpay everybody else and leave nothing, absolutely nothing for ourselves. And we the one who worked hard for it. Now, notice Arcad is still a clay maker at this particular time. He's a tablet maker. This was his job. He's learning a new philosophy without necessarily getting a new job just yet. What does that say? That just simply says that your job can't, whatever you do, whatever you're doing for income right now, whether it's a job, whether you're an entrepreneur, whatever the case may be, your place in life right now, it can be the beginning to your wealth journey. Because it's called income. Your income that you currently have, regardless of your expenses right now, your current income can become the beginning. Why? Because your income is a seed. The problem with many of us is that we don't plant our seed. The problem with many of us is that we waste or we throw away our seed. I.e., this weekend, we opened up a whole big old line at the mall or wherever it was for them to buy Jordans, wasting their seed. Some people could afford it. Most people can't. Wasting their seed, not paying themselves first. Now, they could pay themselves first at $200, but we just simply choose not to. So he still has the same job, but he has a new attitude. He has a new mindset. He has a new mentor who's helping him to change the way that he thinks as it relates to what he's doing with the money that comes into his hand. Learn how to make it earn. You got to learn how to make it earn. You got to learn how to make it earn. You got to learn how to make it earn. Right? So wealth, like a tree, grows from a tiny seed. The first copper you save is the seed from which your tree of wealth shall grow. The sooner you plant the seed, the sooner shall the tree grow. And the more faithfully you nourish and water that tree with consistent savings, the sooner you bank in contentment beneath its shade. So saying this, he took his tablets and he went away. So the moneylender left him with knowledge. And then he went away. Now we're going to see, well, what did Arcad do with this newfound knowledge? These simple truths as it relates to becoming wealthy. I thought much about what he had to say to me, and it seemed reasonable. So I decided that I would try. Remember that word again, decide. Everybody put console decide. When someone comes to you and they give you some advice, and some of you guys might say their opinion, but either way, when they give you that, now you simply have to think about it and then decide whether you're going to try it or not. So he still had to decide that although this was a rich man and the rich man took time to speak to him, the rich man took time to give him some guidance, he still had to decide to accept this and try it, even if he didn't necessarily believe it. He said, it seems reasonable. And if it's reasonable, why not give it a try? Everybody put in console, why not? Why not give it a try? If it worked for the rich man, and the rich man says, do this, why not give it a try? Why not? See what happens. I mean, you and I, we've been doing it our way for so long. I mean, and if it ain't worked, it might be time to try something new. And we got someone who shows that he's wealthy, and he say this is how he got here. And he says, hey, if you just simply do this, why not? So I decided I would give it a try. Each time I was paid, I took one from each 10 pieces of copper and I hid it away. And strange as it may seem, I was no shorter of funds than before. I noticed little difference as I managed to get along without it. But often I was tempted, as my hoard began to grow, to spend it for some of the good things the merchants displayed, brought by camels and ships from the land of the Phoenicians, but I wisely refrained. So here's what happens when you begin to save, right? When you begin to see your little money grow, what happens is you start to see this stuff in the world. It's called temptations. And the whole thing is this, its goal is to separate you from your money. And so if you're like Arcad, you can wisely refrain. In other words, you can say no. Everybody put in console, no. But I want you to get comfortable saying that. No. This is my wealth. This is my savings. This is my future. No, you can't have it. No, you can't. You can go get everybody else money. I mean, they can go stand out line for them Jordans all they want, but no, I'm not going. I mean, they can stand out line for the $500 iPhone. No, I'm not going. I mean, okay, y'all going to the concert. I really want to go, but my future is too important. No, I ain't going to see Beyonce and Jay-Z. Nope, I'm not going to the football game. Nope, I'm not going to the basketball game. Nope, no, 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 no. No. Sometimes you have to tell yourself no. No matter how bad you want to do it, no matter how bad you think you deserve it, no matter how bad everybody else is telling you, come on with us. I'm going to tell you when I got out of debt. You know how many times I had to tell people no? They want to go eat every day. They want to go eat at the job and go eat somewhere, whether it be somewhere that I couldn't afford or somewhere that I didn't want to afford. It wasn't that I couldn't afford it. My future was too important. Me getting out of debt was too important. So I said no to baby back ribs. I said no to Applebee's. I said no to Waffle House. I said yes to my little box lunch that I was eating, and it had 2 pieces of meat on it, two slices of bread, cheese, mayonnaise, and mustard. I said yes to that. And guess what happened? My bank account said yes as well. I got out of debt. And I still say no to that stuff every now and then. But now I can afford it. So sometimes I say yes to it. Most of the time I still say no. No. Now be honest. Today, how many of you today, you can honestly say you have a hard time telling yourself no? I mean, you worked hard. You put in the 40 hours. It's the weekend, baby. And you want to enjoy yourself. You work hard so you can play hard. That's the stupidest thing that's ever been said. You work hard so you can play hard. And then just repeat the whole cycle. That doesn't make any sense. I work hard, because we adopt these pseudo false philosophies. Now I work hard. I work hard. I put in the 40 hours. I might as well go spend my whole check and then work hard again. Well, when you gonna get to a point where you're working smart? You ain't got no time to work smart because you work hard and then you spit hard. That don't make no sense. How many have a hard time telling yourself no? You're like, I just got paid. It's Friday night. It's in my bank account. My girlfriend's going. I might as well go too. They want to go on vacation. Let's go on vacation. They want to take the crew. Let go. Let live. You only live once. That's another problem. You only live once. Well, if you only live once, why not make it a rich once versus a broke once? I'm telling you, these things that we have adopted have hurt us. And it just sounds good because it's a slogan or a hashtag or something like that. And we just YOLO. Really? Oh, yeah, it might be true, but how are you living that once? A 12th month after Algamas had gone, he again returned and said to me, so he came back after a year. Son, you have paid to yourself no less than 1/10 of all you earned for the past year. I answered proudly, yes, master, I have. That is good. He answered, beaming upon me. And what have you done with it? I've given it to Asmur, the big brickmaker. He told me he was traveling over the far seas and in Tyre, and he would buy for me the rare jewels of the Phoenicians. When he returns, we shall sell these at high prices and divide the earnings. Here's what he said, every fool must learn. Everybody put in console, every fool must learn. Every fool must learn. Here's the concept. There was a time when I didn't know what I know today. There was a time where I was just as foolish as some of you may be. Every fool must learn. He growled. But why trust the knowledge of a brickmaker about jewelry? Would you go to the bread maker or baker to inquire about the stars? No, by my tunic, you would go to the astrologer if you had power to think. Everybody put in the comments, so power to think. Your savings are gone. Youth, you have jerked your wealth tree up by the roots. But plant another. Try again. And next time, if you would have advice about jewels, go to the jeweler. If you would know the truth about sheep, go to the herdsman. Advice is one thing that is freely given away, but watch that you take only what is worth having. He who takes advice about his savings from one who is inexperienced in such matters shall pay with his savings for proving the falsity of their opinions. Saying this, he went away. Now, how many of you guys have been in a position where you started to have a little money? You said, I'm serious about this thing. I'm gonna save up. I'm gonna pay myself, and we're gonna put it on an action plan or some type of automatic plan. I got a little money in my bank account, and then all of a sudden, opportunities start coming across your path. I mean, these be money making opportunities, or so it seems. But yet, these opportunities are fueled by people who have no merit in that particular area, i.e. a lot of these network marketing companies. That's one place I can go with you. I mean, for a while, credit repair was the new hustle. Everybody putting on the new hustle. It's always a new hustle. Now, I'm not saying that credit repair is bad. I'm saying that, man, the person that's talking to you about credit repair got bad credit. But they're trying to bring you onto the team so y'all can help everybody else get good credit. That's called a hustle. The new hustle. Now it seems I've been getting hit up with the new hustle. I've been getting hit up with the whole new model Susu. I was like, what is this? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. The new model says, let me look into it. Let me tell you why. Because as a financial certified financial educator, which is more of a what you would call fiduciary. I have no interest to sell you anything. I'm just here to teach. But as I looked into this, I asked myself, how does it work that I could give $500 one time, and then a month, 2 months later, whatever it came, however the time frame is, I'll get back $4,000. But there's no, how does the money accrue? Then I said to myself, well, if I give 5 and I get 4, then somebody got to be losing somewhere. Somewhere in this conglomerate, somebody got to lose. Whether it was the first person that lost or it's going to be the last person that lost, somebody got to lose. Because there's no way you can keep that up other than obviously filling the pipeline with new people and going through this whole process, which doesn't make much sense. It doesn't add up. It doesn't equate for the long term. So I put in something and I get a whole bunch back, and then I don't have to pay taxes on it. Although it's the increase of my gift. This ain't gonna end well. I know it ain't gonna end well. And matter of fact, this same $500 that I know is not going to end well, when shit hits the fan, I could have went and made that same $4,000 on my own without having to worry about, well, how the hell does this work? What's the lesson? Don't invest in things you do not understand. Don't invest in things you don't understand. I don't understand it. Now, some might say, well, I got my money and I don't care. It don't make no sense to me. It does not equal out. So I'm not doing it. And matter of fact, it's to the point now that they have recruiting. They got recruiting going on. I mean, they recruiting hard. They call everybody, hey, man, I'm trying to get my 2 people. I get my 2 people, I can get in the money. That don't sound like a Susu to me. That sounds like some type of network marketing scheme. That sounds like some type of pyramid scheme. You got to recruit that hard. Matter of fact, I ain't never heard from you. Somebody recommended you and gave you my number, and now you're calling me every day that I watched the video. Well, what? Why are we in such a rush to watch this damn video? This is a susu. I can join it in. What did you watch? I just want to make sure I answer any questions that you got. Wait a second. I thought this was a susu. No, this is the new susu. What? Y'all recruiting hard. Matter of fact, I've been trying to work with another sister. I was like, hey, let's work together. Let's do some things. I can't never get a call back from you. I can't never get you to hit me back. I'm like, hey, can we finally do something together? Then all of a sudden, the new susu come around and you in my inbox. Not about the stuff that I reached out to you for. You're in my inbox about stuff, talking about, man, this is the new thing. You got to hop on this. Oh, you trying to get your too, huh? I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. And it's my job to inform my people. Listen, you go down that path if you want to. I'm letting you know in advance it ain't going to end well. It will come to an end. And it ain't going to end well for whoever that may be. Oh, Lord. Doesn't make sense. The new hustle. There's always a new hustle. There's always going to be a new hustle. But the reality is, man, there's nothing new under the sun. We've seen it before. If it don't add up, it don't add up. And I don't want nothing to do with it. The new hustle, man. Y'all spell it right. Y'all know that's not the hustle. It's the hustle. It's HUSSLE. It's the new hustle. They can't even put the T in there. It's a hustle. Woo, Lord. I'll tell you, hey, so here's the deal. I just speak my truth, man. If y'all got any questions about this stuff, y'all see some stuff come across our path. That's why you got the club. That's why you got wise counsel. Y'all bring it to me. I'll look at that thing. I'll analyze that thing and I'll tell you what I think. Does that mean I'm right? No, but it don't matter. What I think is what I think, and y'all ain't getting me. So I hit this Monday. I told them no because it didn't make sense. Don't invest in what you don't understand. Don't invest in what you don't understand. Don't invest in what you don't understand. Right? Don't invest in what you don't understand. All right? The new susu. It'll get you too. True. Right? Nothing new under the sun. All right? So he's learning as he's starting to build up his money that opportunities will come. But here's where you got to analyze those opportunities. Who's actually presenting these opportunities? Are they wise in whatever it is that they're talking about? Right? Why are you taking advice about jewels from a brick maker? He knows nothing about jewels. He's not an expert in jewels. A hustle. That's what he learned, and he realized that he had plucked up. He had plucked all that work over the year that he done to build up his little capital. Just went away just like that. Here's another lesson. It's hard. It's not hard, but it is more difficult. It takes time to build. It's difficult to build, relatively speaking. It's easy to spend. It's difficult to build. It takes a little time, over time, but it's easy. You can spend it just like that. I mean, you can spend just in one day, it could all be gone. But think about it. You mean to tell me, sisters and brothers, you worked all week. You put in 80 hours to get your check. And you spent that whole 80-hour check in one day. Your check couldn't even last you another 2 weeks. Think about that. I done bust my butt for 80 hours, 2 weeks of hard work. And my pay that I got in my pocket, once I cashed my check, it didn't even last me 24 hours. That's a problem. Woo! Okay, we only on page 21, by the way. Every fool must learn. Every fool must learn. So, as it was said, and it was as he said, for Phoenicians are scoundrels and sold to Asmir worthless bits of glass that look like gems. But Algamesh had bid me, I again saved each 10th copper, for now I had formed the habit, and it was no longer difficult. I formed the habit of saving. So although I plucked up my wealth tree, I had a new habit. And that new habit was no longer difficult. No longer difficult. In the comments below, I'd like for you to share something that you learned today, your pineapple moment. We don't do this just to do this. We do this to make a difference. And I pray to God that I've made a difference in your life today. I'm reading from my favorite book. I'm reading from the book that I've recommended to thousands of people everywhere I go. Matter of fact, we got more copies of the book coming in. I don't make money off of this book when I sell it. It's just a matter of making sure that I provide something that I truly believe that can change your life if you want it and you have access to it. So that's something that you want. You just simply go to the website, either one of the websites. You can go to the Black Billionaires Club. You can go to Black Bazaar. It doesn't matter. And you can actually pick up this book that changed my life. It changed my financial life. How? Because it changed my financial mind. Here's the understanding. You must be wealthy in your mind long before you're wealthy in your wallet. You must be wealthy in your mind long before you're wealthy in your wallet. I'm simply asking you this question here today. We talked about politics. We talked about money. Was this worth your time today? Free financial education for the nation. Somebody is teaching it. Was it worth your time and why? Was it worth your time and why? Now, as you guys type that, I know I talk much faster than you type. I'll give you a couple seconds to do that. For the Black Billionaire Club members, we will have our investment education tonight. So I purposely set that up. So we'll have Welcome to Wall Street Investment Education Night tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the only thing we have on the schedule today. And then tomorrow we do have our class, which is going to teach us how to profit using the Nextdoor app. Okay. And I will do a few introductions for all of our new members so we can kind of bring you up to speed. So just let you know that. Other than that, we got ERGJ Black Bazaar that you guys can support. You can do business with. And that's really about it, man. This is, as I said, I'm not going to, rush through this. I mean, we're only on page 21, but I ain't in no rush. I mean, let's extract every little bit that we can out of this $10 book. Extract every ounce of wisdom that we can out of a $10 book. Matter of fact, a book, $10. Think about that. Even if you didn't even buy the book, just to say you did. And for what we just did today, $10. How much value did you get from that $10? You already got back way more than you paid for the book if you figuratively had paid for the book. Because now you're more equipped to handle the economy. You're more equipped to handle the financial world. What a difference a book can make. It's difficult to build, but easy to spend. It's hard to out here for something of absolute, man. Queen Phyllis, nope, not me. It was burning a hole in their pocket. Absolutely, man. Blessings, absolutely. Thanks, Evan. Peace and blessings to you. I've learned that it's not wise to invest in something you know nothing about. That's right. I've learned it's always a hustle and it's difficult to build, but easy to spend. I am wealthy mind, the wealth in the mind first. Hey, be careful with your investments. Absolutely. I said I learned about saving to earn. Saving to earn. Make sure you hit me up, Setley, so make sure we get you acclimated for the Black Billionaires Club. Everybody else, man, I want to say thanks so much for joining us here today on the Money and Power Show. I'm your host, ERGJ, a certified financial educator. And I want you guys to remember this. Here on Black Woman Wednesday, we absolutely love and adore you, Black woman. And it takes a village. But it starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. It's time to get up, to get out, and go get something. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We'll see you all there at the next episode of The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street.